Well, hello everyone and welcome back to 14 on PlayFrame. Now tell me, do you notice anything different about me? Yes, that is correct. I have changed weapon, which means in Final Fantasy XIV that I have changed jobs. No longer are we the gladiator / paladin with the sword and shield. We now have a two-handed axe, which makes us a warrior. A tiny, adorable little warrior. And I think we're going to remain a warrior for possibly the duration of A Realm Reborn, actually. It feels right. There aren't any actual canon classes in Final Fantasy XIV for any of the expansions, but there are certain classes that sort of match certain content better. They're the ones in the trailers, you know what I mean. Anyway, so that's not the only difference. You might also notice that I am considerably higher level than I used to be, which honestly, don't really worry about it. It's just going to help move things a little bit faster. Not as much as you would think. A lot of the fights that happen in main story content are scaled to level, or you are scaled to their level, but it'll make things a little bit faster, and I will take any bit of speed we can get. All right, I think that's everything, though. Hello, everyone. It's a lovely, foggy morning in Limsa Lominsa, and I would love to stay and show you around some more, but we've got a job. We're an envoy. We got to deliver a message, or we gotta speak with folks in Gridania now. Don't worry, we'll be back. To the airship. And here we are. Ticket, please. Greetings, sir. Oh, I scaled up the text window just a little bit, because in editing, I found that, wow, that is really hard to read, huh? I'm trying to find the nice balance between readable text and doesn't obscure the scene playing out in front of you. So, I don't know. Let me know how it is. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. A pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? Yes, please. We go. Well, we almost go. So that's right. Now we go. Board. You're not going to be seeing a lot of these airship travel sequences, since it's not really the fastest way to travel anywhere. So enjoy them while they're here, I guess. And welcome to Gridania! A lovely place. If you enjoy forest cities and locations, then welcome home. All right, we've a message for a leader. You will start in Gridania if you choose from the start for your character the Archer, Conjurer, Lancer. I think there's another one. It doesn't matter. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'Dahn. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. Fantastic. Here, let me show you around real quick since it's your first time here. I assume. I'm just going to assume literally everyone watching this doesn't play 14. Definitely not the case, but I'm going to assume it anyway. Greetings, good sir. You are the Ul'Dahn Envoy, are you not? I've received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the Conjurer at Nofika's altar. She'll admit you to the Lotus Stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. Perfect. All right. Well, let's go on upstairs and get a look at the place. It is a quite lovely town. Probably not nearly as busy as Limsa Lominsa, since Limsa's kind of the default hangout everyone goes to socialize, but it's not busy. Might as well go into tune here while we're here, huh? Just to make life easier for us in the future. But yeah, this is Gridania. Pretty place. Okay, off to the Conjurer's area, whatever, the place I was told to go. Charge! And here we are, Nofika's altar. The Conjurer's Guild is inside this tree, which is super cool. Not where we're headed. We're headed around the tree, I guess. You are the Ul'Dahn Envoy. Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Oh yes, the thing. There you go. Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me. Hello.
So you are the Ul'Dahn Envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please.
Love your office.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That as well. A message from the Admiral. A wolf has been sniffling around the stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilsebard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech, some 50 years past, helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory, and when all of Ilsebard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvis, a man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it's said that he grows frail and even more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easily. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it's been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon this land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs... Reading's only going so well today. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make this proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Well, there we went and did our job, and we're getting something. Oh, we're getting a little wind-up airship toy for our trouble. A fine reward. You may now use the airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in Gil. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Warping between the cities' aetherites is way faster, and that's what we're going to be doing from now on, pretty much. Say goodbye to the airships, everyone. All right, Call of the Sea. The Serpent Officer has information that may be of interest to you. Ooh. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seedseer went well, my Lord Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merelvib Blufisven of Limsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Beterin, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I'm told that he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you're interested in learning more, pray speak with Beterin at his establishment. I will. Well, look at that. We're already going back to Limsa. Should probably go ahead and attune to stuff here. Tell you what, I'll just warp back to Limsa, and I'll meet y'all there once I'm done attuning to all the aetherites around here. Sound good? See you in a bit. Okay, we're back in Limsa, everybody. Did you miss it? Let's head into the Drowning Winch here, which is the establishment owned by Beterin, or Baterin, who knows? This guy. Welcome to the Drowning Winch. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... I'm Beterin, all right. Who's asking? I heard I've got a job for a capable venturer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy, but if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Sounds good. Also, hey, this looks pretty good. For me. Yeah. New clothes. Thanks, stranger. All right. Beterin, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch, has need of a capable adventurer, like me. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up to North Aleport and find out what who they are and what they're up to. Your written-in accent is really throwing me off with the read, Beterin. Because I don't dare actually fully try an accent here. It won't go well. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishback's pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folks are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Beterin, or this is somebody else. If you would permit me, Master Beterin, I should be happy to elaborate. Hello. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Curls had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. You got it. Then it's settled. Sastasha is located in western Lenosha. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found in the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Thank you both. I'm ready to try out this new axe. Okay, we've been given a task. Let's go find Vimelpa. Wherever Vimelpa is. Okay, down here. Somewhere. You know what? I'll find it. Here we go. Vimelpa. Nice to meet you. You're here about Commodore Reiner's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in Western Lenosha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Ah, yes. A little tutorial space. Let's get ourselves a ride on the ferry to Aleport. Here we go. Good. So this Hall of the Novice is a sort of tutorial space for new players, because Sastasha is going to be our first group dungeon that we have to do. Which means group content. It's a 4-person run. You need a tank, you need a healer, you need 2 damage dealers. I will be playing the role of tank again, because that's what warrior is, and maybe I'll see if some of our play friend companions can join us. Yep. Okie dokie. So this is the... What is this part of Lenosha called? This is... Come on, map, tell me. Western Lenosha, just outside of, I believe... How do you get into... whatever. Could have sort of sworn... Okay, so Limsa Limits is down here? Nope, I think Limsa... It does not matter. It does not matter. We're near Limsa Limensa somewhere. I think that's it over there, over the, like, hill, like the top of that tower is that over there. And here is the Hall of the Novice. I'm not going to make y'all watch this tutorial stuff, but I think I do have to go through it before I'm allowed to progress. Actually, I want to, because it's going to get me some new gear, so I can go into Sastasha in style. Let me handle this real fast, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but looking pretty sharp, though. Worth it, I think. I feel like a tank. It is dark outside, though. Again, that did take a little while. Whatever. We've got what we need, which is to say, tank-looking gear. I feel all ready to go, and I believe the entrance to Sastasha is right up here, pretty close by. And we just gotta talk to this person right out here, and we should be ready to, assemble a crew and go. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra? We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I have yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback-fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves, find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. Use the Duty Finder to enter Sastasha. Ah, yes. The Duty Finder is basically your way of finding a group for doing group content. And our first group content is now accessible. And we could group up with randos and it would be fine. This is the easiest dungeon. It is very, very simple to do, but it's way more fun doing things with friends, and we have quite a few friends who are online now. Let me assemble a wrecking crew, and yeah, then we'll go do Sastasha. Back in a second. Okay, we've got ourselves a crew assembled of friends. Nismith and Makoto and Yasasa will be joining us. Nismith playing White Mage, Makoto playing a Dragoon, and Yasasa playing... blanking on what that one is. Dancer? You know what, we'll all find out together. All right, let's queue for Sastasha, which is quite pretty. We're not going to show the entire dungeon here, necessarily. I'll still definitely, especially anytime we do a story dungeon, I will show enough of it in the edit so y'all get kind of the feel for it and get to see the sights and all the cool bits, and definitely any story stuff. Everything else I'll cut out so we can just keep things moving, because there are going to be quite a lot of dungeons and boss battles and other things that we're going to be doing in the main story quest. I really like Sastasha as a starting one, though. It's very pretty, super easy and friendly for newcomers. No difficulty whatsoever. And here's our crew. Oh, okay, yes, Sastasha is a dancer. And, oh goodness, look at everyone all dressed up. All right, we'll do a little wave. But I will be playing tank here. So, I should go and start seeing about attacking some enemies, because that is my job. My entire job as warrior is to keep all the... I mean, this is just basic MMO stuff. I assume everybody kind of knows this stuff. But as tank, I will be keeping all of the enemies facing me. I'm the one who's supposed to get hit all the time. Our healer, that'll be Nismith, keeps me alive. And so long as we all do that, and so I guess so long as the damage dealers also try to kill everything as fast as they can, then we're all good. Getting used to playing warrior, though. Haven't played warrior in a long time. But yeah, this is kind of the flow for how dungeons often go. You just sort of run through them. They're fairly linear, like increasingly so, the further into the game you get. Like with expansions, they've made dungeons pretty much just straight shot paths without a whole lot of exploration branches, because everyone really just wants to be getting through the dungeon for the most part. But you fight all the enemies. You get to several bosses along the way. Then you get to the final boss and you win. Yeah, pretty the place is. It's real nice. Now, I know I've been playing a lot of tank characters, and I'm actually going to be probably for the full duration of the playthrough. Not necessarily because I just love tanking that much. I mean, it's fine. It's just that many of the quote-unquote mascot classes for each expansion happen to be tanks. And you gotta admit, being a tiny little Lalafell tank, armored to the gills, swinging a battle axe around, pretty darn cute. And it definitely helps that I've got a crew here who is very good at what they do. Lots of competent players to play along with, which is making up for me playing kind of shabbily as I try to play and talk. But okay, we are coming up to our first boss. And our first puzzle, but it's not really. They've already solved it. Now we will hit this inconspicuous switch. Oh, and hey, Chopper, our first boss. And as with fighting all the regular enemies, it's pretty simple. I just, as the tank, keep the enemy's attention, try not to stand in any orange danger puddles. Healer keeps me alive. Everyone else tries to kill the boss as fast as possible. And it's a very simple, straightforward boss, as you can see. And there we go. Good job, crew. And now for our second sort of boss. Captain Madison and company. Hello. Pay attention to me. I am the smallest... Well, actually, Sastasha might be shorter than me, I'm not sure. But I am the most interesting. That also might not be true, actually. Sastasha's got cooler looking gear than me. Please pay attention to me, is my point. I'm the tank. It's my job. Oh, okay. He's running. You know what? I would too. Very outnumbered. Oh, goodness. A lot of pirates in here. Well, to work. They just set up a whole base of operations in this cave. I kind of dig it. As you can probably tell, this dungeon, though it is required to I have to do this to proceed in the main story, not super important story-wise for everything else that's going on. This is really just their way of introducing you to the concept of dungeons. And we're actually going to do a couple more very soon after this. We're going to do basically one dungeon in each area, one for each city-state. All with very different flavor. It's sort of introducing you both to how to play in parties, getting you used to the idea that you're probably going to be doing a good bit of this, and also kind of giving you a little bit of a taste for some of the local concerns and problems and flavor of each town, which I like. Efficient narrative design. Oh geez, that's a lot of dogs. Hang on. A lot of dogs. Pay attention to me, dogs. Pay attention to me. Just me. Me only. Dogs. Dogs. Me. Dogs. Dogs. Me. And Captain Madison's running again. There are many, many additional dungeons and fights that are entirely optional, which I will not be doing in this playthrough for the most part, just to keep things moving. But there's a wide variety with lots of cool environment art and settings and bosses. They're fun to do. So if you play, highly recommend. All right, we're almost to the end here. Just one more pack of trash enemies. And then the final boss room. Big thanks to all the participants in this first PlayFrame story mode run of Sastasha. It will certainly not be the last dungeon. You sully our spawning grounds, Shorewalker. Ah, it's a Sahagin. Shh! Finlish fools, the Lord of War shall sup upon your souls. All right. Pay attention to me. I'm small and cute. With my new armor set. Gosh, you're tall, compared to me. Sorry, this is a little flashy. Maybe I should zoom out. Don't worry if you can't process all of the, like, attack effects happening on screen at once. You don't have to worry about it. And imagine how, like, bonkers it gets in a 24-person group fight. Raids get pretty, visually flashy. And... oh, Sastasha going for the kill. Can you do it? Yep. And there we go. Our first dungeon complete. Good job, squad. Yay. Durmin's adorable. A big thank you to our squad. Here, we'll stand and pose and wave and all that. Good job, everyone. You did well, and more importantly, looked good. An absolute pleasure. All right, let's go collect our winnings, and then we will get the heck out of here. Go turn in the quest. Thanks for the belt that's gonna disappear from the game in mere weeks. All right. And out we go. All right. That's your first dungeon, everyone. You get the idea for it now. Oof, got kind of stormy out here. I love the changing weather that happens in these places. Oh, there's Limsa. No, wait, that is not Limsa. Limsa usually doesn't have enormous ether crystals stabbed through it. What is that place? I don't even remember. You know what? I'll find out later, I'm sure. Back to town! Oh, Badarin! I've done the job. Well, me and 3 other people, but I'm here to take full credit. Hello? Oh, sorry, you're busy with people. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Yeah, I did it. Get out of here. You're too slow. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? That's me. Gosh, you're tall. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You're right, of course. But there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Bunch of go-getters out here. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. You also. Good luck. Don't die out there. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I'll wager. Fishbacks. And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are in need of an adventurer who can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade, but after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. You bet. And complete. Party Finder unlocked. Oh yes, that's how I can... It doesn't matter. Not a thing we'll be making use of probably ever in this playthrough. Mostly ever. Whatever. Veteran has information on a new task. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know, but whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'll pose any trouble for an adventurer has survived the bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be ready or interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mione, my counterpart to Gridania. Good luck, mate. Well, thank you. Guess we're going back to Gridania then. Fun. All right, let me do a warp. Heck, I can just do that right now. I don't even have to be off camera for that. We can just go. It's as easy as teleporting. And we're here. Nice and quick. Thank goodness for Aetheryte, huh? Oh goodness, it is crowded out here though. Okay, Mother Mione, I believe, is down this way. Hello, there you are. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh, not here to dine? Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about? You are, the matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mione, and the Carlin Canopy is my place. With regards to... Excuse me, I was standing here. I'm technically first in line. This is rude. With regard to the task in question, there's a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Yes, please. Let me extract myself from this rude friend of mine here, and then Mion's waiting to brief you on your task. Great. I'm waiting to hear. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mione, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good day to you, too, Bowlord. That sounds like an insult, but I don't think it is. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Hello, Robin Hood. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now, time's of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy creatures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Boy. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear the storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I've been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? You got it. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments, and that's all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Well, goodness. Another dungeon already. We'll probably do that next time, but why don't we go ahead and get ourselves access to the place first. So, let's see, where is the Tantara Deepcroft? It's in the Black Shroud. Okay, it's not too far from here. Just gotta go for a little hike. Let's go on outside. Get a look at the Black Shroud. It's kind of the one city-state region that we've not really gotten a look at yet. And here we are. It's woods. I don't know what you expected to see, but it's woods. Pretty woods, though. Oh man, I want a chocobo so bad. Traveling around on foot with these tiny legs is for suckers. Excuse me, Scorpion. That's one slight benefit to being kind of high level here. Enemies aren't going to aggro me for a good long while. Keeps things simple. It's not like they'd be hard to fight. Just convenient, you know? Hello. You're Durmin Durami, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but our task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. Bowlord does still definitely sound like an insult. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the lesser moon Dalamud for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. I plan to, but we're going to do that next time. When I return on whatever day the next episode happens, I will have a crew assembled, and we will be ready to charge into the Deepcroft and just take care of any and all problems that exist. Until then, happy Skeletons Day to you. I don't know. Bye, everyone.